Welcome, wanderers of Tamriel. Today, we're delving deep into the dark and alluring lore of the Elder Scrolls IV: Oblivion. Prepare to be seduced by the secrets of the Mazken. These Daedric denizens of the Shivering Isles are as mysterious as they are mesmerizing. Let's enter the fringe together. Welcome to the Shivering Isles, the surreal realm of Sheogorath, the Daedric Prince of Madness. Here, the Mazken, also known as Seducers, Dark Seducers, or Daedric Seducers, serve the chaotic lord with unwavering loyalty. They are a Daedric race resembling scantily clad humanoids. Some Mazken display human-like skin tones, while others boast unusual hues like blue, gray, or dark purple. A few possess large, retractable, bat-like wings. Their eyes glimmer in shades of blue and green. They are the primary defenders of Dementia, one of the two major regions of the Shivering Isles, and can be found patrolling the Crucible section of New Sheogorath. The Dark Seducers are in constant rivalry with the Golden Saints, who guard Mania, the other major region of the Shivering Isles. This rivalry is deeply ingrained in their culture, with each group holding a profound disdain for the other. Pinnacle Rock is their home, where the wellspring of the Mazken stands as a glowing green guide for lost souls from the void to return to the Isles. The Shivering Isles itself is a land of contrasts, split between the vibrant Mania and the shadowy Dementia, mirroring Sheogorath's own duality. Despite their name, Dark Seducers exhibit little seductiveness in their behavior. They are a matriarchal society with females occupying most leadership roles. The males serve in secondary capacities, often humbling themselves in interactions with mortals and displaying patience and introspection. This contrasts sharply with their Golden Saint counterparts, who are often more aggressive and assertive. Though they primarily serve Sheogorath, the Mazken's loyalty is fluid. Some pledge themselves to other Daedric princes, like Maroon's Dagon, Molag Bal, Meridia, and Nocturnal, showcasing their complex and often treacherous nature. The Mazken comprise one half of the Mad God's military might, alongside the Aureal, also known as the Golden Saints. The Mazken, tasked with guarding Dementia, seem driven by a masochistic tendency. During peaceful times, they patrol the realm as vigilant guardians against criminals and hostile creatures. Unlike their counterparts, the Golden Saints, the Dark Seducers are generally polite and patient when interacting with mortals. In wartime, they wield blunt weapons and serve under the Duke of Dementia's command. The Mazken's strict hierarchy ascends through the following ranks: Kiskengo, Kiskella, Kiskadrig, Krakendo, Krakella, Krakadrig, and Otkendo. Most Dark Seducers hold the rank of Kiskengo, which appears to be equivalent to that of a soldier. There are only 3 other ranks used in the game. Krakendo, as seen in Krakendo Udico, is a Dark Seducer officer who assists in retaking Passwall. Krakadrig is represented by Krakadrig Ulfri, the leader of the Dark Seducers in Sylarn. Otkendo is exemplified by Otkendo Jansa, a high-ranking Dark Seducer wielding a leveled weapon. Adorned in armor that's as striking as it is strong, the Mazken wear revealing yet resilient outfits crafted from ebony and quicksilver, fortified with a Daedra's heart. Their weapons are equally lethal, featuring serpentine themes and deadly artifacts like Ruin's Edge, the bow that belonged to Syl, the Duchess of Dementia, and the venomous longsword Serpent Strike, which is speculated to have been tempered with the blood of basilisks. These custom weapons originate from the intricate crafting process requiring finesse and precision, blending ebony with malleable quicksilver and infusing a Daedra's heart to enhance hardness. In combat, their attire exposes much of their skin, offset by their swift speed and strong magical resistance. Deceptive in appearance, They use their allure to trick mortal opponents into underestimating them, then strike with ruthless efficiency. Sometimes they forego their serpentine gear for revealing black outfits, blending into mortal society until the moment to attack arises. Despite their fierce nature, they occasionally exhibit passive behavior around mortals who understand the Daedric language. Dark Seducers are not just physical fighters. They also possess significant magical abilities. They can cast spells from the schools of Alteration, Destruction, and Restoration, with the effects and strengths of these spells varying based on the Seducer's skill level. This magical prowess makes them formidable opponents and valuable allies in the various challenges players face within the Shivering Isles. The Mazken have a connection to the naturally occurring madness ore in the Shivering Isles. Experimenting with madness ore can summon or even bind a Mazken. Madness ore is a unique, dark brown metal with glowing gold veins found in the Shivering Isles. This ore is mined from ancient ruins left by previous Greymarches, and it is believed to trap the spirits of ancient souls and the fragmented minds of dead heroes. Madness ore is highly sought after for its magical properties and its use in crafting powerful weapons and armor. The process of smithing with madness ore is a revered and ancient art, passed down through generations of master smiths. The Mazken, being tied to the essence of the Shivering Isles, are closely associated with this material. Working with madness ore is a delicate and hazardous endeavor. The metal requires repeated hammering and bending, which poses a risk of driving the crafter insane. To enhance its hardness, ebony is often integrated into the ore. When flawlessly crafted, the resulting equipment can rival the quality and enchantment of even Daedric or Dragonbone items. In the game, players will encounter various types of Dark Seducers, including guards, archers, soldiers, warriors, and mages. These characters have specific roles and abilities, equipped with level-appropriate armor and weapons. Dark Seducers participate in many quests within the Shivering Isles expansion, often providing key interactions and dialogue. They greet players with respect, especially if the player has advanced in the main story questline. For instance, if the player becomes the Duke or Duchess of Dementia or Mania, the Dark Seducers' dialogue reflects their respect for the player's new status. As the player progresses, they might also witness interactions between Dark Seducers and Golden Saints, highlighting their ongoing rivalry. One interesting aspect of Dark Seducers is that they cannot be persuaded through the game's speechcraft minigame, setting them apart from other NPCs. Additionally, unused dialogue lines in the game files suggest more complex interactions and scenarios that were ultimately not included in the final game. These lines hint at strategic battles involving the deactivation of obelisks to weaken the Daedric Prince Jigalag during the final battle. Pinnacle Rock, the sacred home of the Mazken, stands as a safeguard in the southern tip of the Mad God's Boot within the region of Dementia. This formidable fortress is not just a stronghold, but a sanctuary, housing the wellspring of the Mazken. The wellspring serves as the source of life and rebirth for the Mazken, where the souls of fallen seducers are summoned from the waters of Oblivion to the font of rebirth using ceremonial chimes. So sacred is this site that even Sheogorath himself does not enter its hallowed halls, respecting the reverence with which the Mazken hold it. During the turbulent times of the Planemeld in the Second Era, numerous Mazken served Molag Bal. Among them, the seductive sisters, Dylora, Vika, and Janza, stood out as the most lethal. These sisters, famed for their deadly prowess, acted as generals for Molag Bal's invading forces. Their primary duty was to protect the Dark Anchors, crucial to Molag Bal's plans. However, the Fighters Guild, determined to thwart these schemes, ultimately defeated them. By 3rd Era 433, the Seductive Sisters had shifted their loyalty from Molag Bal to Sheogorath. Janza became the captain of the palace guard in New Sheoth, and Vika took interest in Sylarn's conflicts. When the Greymarch began, Dylora commanded Pinnacle Rock. The forces of Order captured her and invaded the stronghold, but Sheogorath's champion freed Dylora and aided in retaking Pinnacle Rock. Though the Mazken turned to stone when the wellspring was frozen, they were revived after the champion destroyed the Order's crystals. Dylora then led the Mazken to eradicate any lingering forces of Order, restoring their realm's balance. The rivalry between the Aureal and the Mazken is a pivotal and profound part of the Elder Scrolls series, especially within Sheogorath's realm, the Shivering Isles. This conflict embodies the broader contrast of order versus chaos, light versus darkness, and pride versus subtlety that characterize the Shivering Isles. The Aureal, also known as the Golden Saints, are Daedric beings adorned in golden armor, embodying light, order, and a strict hierarchy. They are proud, loyal to Sheogorath, and disdainful towards the Mazken. The rivalry reflects the dual nature of Sheogorath's realm, split into Mania and Dementia. The Aureal align with the principles of Mania, representing order and light, while the Mazken resonate with Dementia's chaos and darkness. Their conflict involves open hostility, covert manipulation, and a struggle for dominance in Sheogorath's court. This rivalry fosters tension and instability in Sheogorath's domain, ensuring that neither faction gains too much power. The interplay between the Aureal's order and the Mazken's chaos create a dynamic equilibrium that defines the Shivering Isles. This perpetual struggle for dominance and favor brings the complex nature of the Shivering Isles to life, highlighting the intricate balance that characterizes the domain of the Daedric Prince of Madness. In the Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion, the Dark Seducers, or Mazken, exemplify the rich lore of the Shivering Isles. Their striking appearance, strict matriarchal society, and fierce rivalry with the Golden Saints reflect the chaos and duality of Sheogorath's realm. Their loyalty is fluid and treacherous, embodying the unpredictable nature of the Isles where madness and mystery intertwine. The Mazken's connection to Madness Ore and their meticulous crafting processes highlight their unique role in the game. Whether through combat or strategic alliances, the Dark Seducers are crucial to the balance of Sheogorath's domain. As players navigate the Shivering Isles, encountering the Mazken and witnessing their complex interactions, they gain a deeper appreciation for the multifaceted nature of Sheogorath's realm. In this land where madness reigns, the Mazken's presence invites the player to explore their mysterious existence. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the fascinating lore of the Mazken in the Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion. If you've enjoyed diving into the mysteries of the Shivering Isles, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and click the bell icon to stay updated with our latest Elder Scrolls explorations. I want to express my sincerest gratitude to the unofficial Elder Scrolls pages for their outstanding resources. The depth and precision of your website have been crucial in supporting the creation of my videos. Have any thoughts or theories about the Mazken? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Till then, may your travels be safe and your groundbreaking discoveries many. Farewell, fellow adventurers.